again here on the MPCOM vlog for you guys, where we're testing out the latest studio gear, everything you need for recording. That means studio monitors, reference speakers, microphones, interfaces, headphones, everything you need for doing great home recordings, guys. We already had some reviews in the past where we're also testing out master keyboards. That's what we're doing today as well. Talking a bit about master keyboard, what functions you definitely need for doing home recordings. So you know, you get keyboards on the market for more, I would say more than 300 to 400 bucks, guys, with a lot of MIDI controlling functions. So you can choose finally, do you want your controllers on the keyboard, or would you like to steer the whole DAW and the whole programming over your DAW sequencer program? I mean, that's generally a question you have to answer. For me personally, I have to say I'm doing music, more than 300 productions in the meantime in my studio. So I just went to the downsizing process where I said, guys, I just need, the minimal features, where I'm just using a standard master keyboard, as we will test out today with the Nektar Impact GX49. It just has the most important functions, the key functions you need, guys. Everything else I steer and control over my DAW, so this is more comfortable to me. Yeah, I can only recommend this, guys, so nothing more you need. So this keyboard here costs around $90, 90 to 95 US dollars. That's pretty cheap, guys, and that's why I also say, if somebody asks me how much do I have to invest in a modern home recording solution, guys, and I say you can start with 500 bucks, guys. You have a DAW inside, just get a controller like this. You need, some interfaces. Probably best you buy a bundle, as we also have reviews here on the M-Audio Studio bundle. On mic there are bundles like the SC Electronics. You have bundles from Focusrite, PreSonus, so that costs you not more than 500 bucks. Where you have all the hardware, you got a MIDI controller, you got free software included, you got a free DAW, modern and up-to-date DAW sequencer and interface. So what else do you need, guys? That's more than enough doing great CD quality records at home. And of course, once you're getting a level higher, of course you can then of course think about professional studio equipment, where you pay at least the double or triple amount of this. So let's talk about the GX49 from Nektar. NEKTARTECH is a US company, guys. They're building more or less, I would say, the most cheapest master keyboards on the market. And that's why we're testing this out, as we also had M-Audio keyboards, we had Native Instruments keyboard, the Compact Series or Complete Series A49, for example. 49 keys, very comfortable, I can recommend, not too small in the studios. We also tested out those mini keys, but this is not really comfortable. I mean, it's just a mobile solution if you're traveling around, guys. Whenever else at home, I can recommend this size, not just using 25 keys, that's a bit less. 49 is a great size. So let's have a look here on the Nektar GX49. It comes with the standard, manual instruction with a free voucher inside for having big studios. You can use as a free sequencer. And as normally, it's more or less 1.5 meter USB adapter cable. So, and now most important thing. So this is really new from the factory, guys. I'm going to shortly show that to you. And we also have the Alesis keyboard, which is pretty similar. The Alesis keyboard V49, very interesting model, which comes then in a separate review here at the MPCOM vlog as well. You will find it on YouTube. So what's the most difference to the Alesis, for example? They have semi-weighted keys here, very solid and robust keys, easy to play, very handy here. I would say that's really nice. You got the standard transportation and pitch wheel over here, transportation keys, octavation, and it just has, and you can count that, guys, it's 4 knobs here, 4 and 4, that makes total 12 knobs, and the volume control, potentiometer. So that's everything you have on this keyboard, and you can of course control several MIDI functions you can find here on the keyboard. You know, by simply pressing the setup and then, you know, the necessary key here, where you can also steer your banks on your DAW, set the MIDI global channel, for example. I don't need actually much more. You can also have several features on the weight of the keys. You can also adapt and adjust that, guys. But easy to plug in and play with a keyboard like this. And you can see it here, the keyboard has no drum pads. So it's really very handy and perfect size, not using a lot of space in your music studio. So I'm going to show you this, guys. You can see it, not too big. Similar to the Oasis actually, as I told you, without the drum pads. Great keyboard. Of course I will later on install that for you guys, so we'll plug it in and also test that if it's running with my DAW or if I have to do and adjust any settings on that. So I guess on keyboard it's not much more information. You have the specifications as I told you here with the most important features. Maybe the software which is included, as I told you, it's Bitwig DAW sequencer you have integrated, and there's some other features and software you can download. So maybe we take a look now on part 2 then of this video, where we see the detailed software you can download. This is also a nice goodie you get if you just, you know, buy a new hardware like this for more or less $90 US, guys, and then you get free included software. So absolutely recommendable. So I always say better to buy a new device with free software included than you go for a second-hand options on the market where you just pay, you know, nearly the same price or maybe 20 bucks less. So yeah, that's my recommendation here on keyboards, guys. Let's plug it in on part 2, and I will tell you more then afterwards. Okay, see you then. So guys, welcome back here on part number 2 for the Nektar GX49 keyboard controller. As you can see, I just installed now the keyboard here, and very nice, you know, if you plug it in, as you can see, all the LED lights are lighting up here. Pretty smart. So I connected this just by USB cable now with my DAW. You don't need any drivers to go because it already appears here in my DAW. So that's pretty easy and simple, guys. Everything I do is just selecting here a synth. There we go. Let's take the piano here, and then let's go shortly through it, guys. Let's take here. Don't know if I put off here the volume control. No, I didn't. So let's start here with something. Now you can hear the click, and here's the piano, guys. What I was looking for. So let's just, you know, try out the keys here. Let's channel piano, not too loud because it's already more than 11 o'clock. Transportation function over here, where you see different colors appearing. If everything is orange, you're at the factory setting, guys. And octavation, that was semitones, guys. And it goes back to the lowest. Everything working smart, guys. So, you know, for a master keyboard, guys, everything I need is just the keys, pitch bend and modulation wheel, maybe aftertouch function and steering the velocity. But even though, whenever I recorded a MIDI track, I have here my DAW, I can select this very easy, doing all the quantization, quantizing, and also velocity you see over here. where you can select all the MIDI bars here, selecting velocity. You can even draw your lines, you can even, as you want, draw your own curves here, whatever you want to do. So that's how I'm working, directly in my DAW with my mouse. So I don't need actually a lot of MIDI functions from a keyboard. That's why I think just, you know, such a compact keyboard like this, without having all these hundreds of buttons and faders, I'd rather like directly to work in my DAW and steer all the programming and controlling functions over here. So let's go back here. I just do it a little bit smaller here so you can see it even better. There we go. So we have the piano track. Let's work out with the keys. So I'm not the best piano player, guys, but I'm actually using the synth for writing my song, and that's more than enough. So you don't have to be a pro piano player for doing this. Okay, this is working out, very comfortable with the semi-weighted keys. I feel much more comfortable when I'm having the semi-weighted keys and not just the thinner regular velocity keys, guys. This gives me some more comfort when I'm using my keyboard here. Yeah, what else to say? I mean, beside all the standard functions, modulation, pitch bend wheel, transportation, octavation, you have here transfer control where you can steer your DAW, but also here, you know, the time I need for play, using the button play, stop and forward, I go directly with my mouse here in my DAW. This is much more comfortable for me and I'm really very happy with that. On the top here of the keyboard you have some you know, editing functions. So if you put the setup button here, you can directly use the commands on the keyboard with the keys over here for steering, you know, general MIDI channel, global MIDI channel, for example, program assignments. You can use your banks, LSB, MSB here on your DAW. Velocity, you know, the sensitivity of the keys. You can also adjust whenever you want. You have a MIDI panic button you can use. And this should actually, let me just check that out, panic, and then you gotta confirm it by enter, right? And you see now this command already was here on my DAW. So that's pretty easy, those functions, to adjust all the setting in your DAW and from the keyboard to your DAW, guys. But actually, to be honest, I usually always work with the standard setting, guys. This works out for me best. So that was it more or less, working on the hardware. We're shortly going here to the Nektar product site. So if you go to NEKTARTECH.com, you see the product line from Nektar. What they're offering, guys, I don't know, it's not that very popular brand or renowned brand. But they have the SE keyboard series, that's one level, entry level actually, which you can also work. They have a 25 key and a 49 key MIDI controllers, Nektar SE, but not with the semi-weighted keys, that's important. It's also a basic compact MIDI keyboard, not with semi-weighted keys, guys. And then the next step is definitely what we're looking today, is the GX model. The GX model comes in a 49, not in a 25 version, 49 keys and 61. Here you got all the information, what you need to know, guys. I already mentioned, I think the most important thing, the integration and software package which is included, that's maybe important. So I'm just reading through here the information, guys, for you. Okay, that's just the compatibility here. They're talking about working with Bitwig, Cubase, Digital Performer, FL Studio, GarageBand, Logic, Reaper, Reason, Sonar, and Studio One from Presonus. So they're just mentioned here what features are working and what not, which not. Maybe here important what's included in the software package. So you have definitely an 8-track Bitwig Studio version here you can use as a DAW. This brings you also 50 software instruments, a lot of effects. Then they talk about third-party VST plugin. That's interesting. That's something which you can also work. You should may work with that as a standalone version. And they're talking about Bitwig essentials like loops, clips, and sample, which are included. So software package always a big value, guys. In the hardware you can use for free. Make use of it. I discovered many great software synths, to be honest, on other products like M-Audio. I was quite astonished about the quality and creativity I have with those software. So that's always, maybe as a second step, download the bundle and software you have around, test it, take your time. Everything which is good, leave it on your hard disk. Everything bad, just throw it into your trash, guys. That's important. So here, everything, I guess I mentioned it, connections, just regular power adaptations. Then you have a sustain panel you can access, no MIDI inputs here on this controller. But as I told you, you're directly connected by USB, guys. Okay, I think let's make it short, late night, guys. That was it from the Nektar GX review here at MPCOM channel. Yeah, check our other videos, latest releases, product reviews of microphone, interfaces, everything else which is important for Homestudio, guys. Whenever you like this, give us a thumbs up or leave us a comment. If you have questions, get back to me as any time. So let's finish for today, guys. Hopefully see you again with another review. Good night, take care, and keep safe, guys.